So welcome all. It's happy Wednesday. I'm going to open up the waiting room. We have latecomers. So welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy post-Halloween. It's Judith. It's a 1-hour gentle Kripalu yoga class. We're sponsored, of course, as you know, by AARP of New Mexico and Villages of Santa Fe. And we want to shout out a thank you to them for sure. So I think most of you have been in class already, but I have to go through this anyway. So yoga mat we use in the class. So if you don't have the yoga mat, you could use a blanket or a beach towel on a padded surface, definitely not a hard floor. Your joints, your bones will not appreciate it. Yoga blocks, a couple of them are wonderful to have. These are the styrofoam version, which I think are preferable to the bamboo. And if you don't have blocks, you could do water bottles or canned goods of equal size and weight to substitute. I have a squishy mat for extra padding here, but you could use little cushions or pillows from the sofa or the bed. This is a rolled up towel with rubber bands. That's my little fake bolster. Of course, yoga strap is a wonderful thing to have, and that's very easy to substitute if you don't have one. So you could use a scarf or a belt or a bathrobe tie or a dog leash substitute for a strap. So that's easy to fix if you don't have props yet. And then optional are either a set of 1 pound weights or a set of 2 pounds. Nothing heavier than 2 pounds for this class. And that's only to add in if you feel like you need a little more challenge, a little more. Here we go. Chair. It's always great to have a chair available. This is a metal folding chair. No wheels, no arms. And you could also use this for steadying balance if you need a little help with balance. And maybe you could use a wall in addition to that, or a piece of furniture that doesn't move. So you decide what works for you. I'm still injured, so I'm seeing a doctor this afternoon, so I'll know more. So I'm going to be modifying for this class. And as always, if whatever's being offered doesn't fit your body for whatever reason this morning, modify, do something else, or skip it. Also, sighing, moaning, groaning is great. Letting out sound, very cathartic. So let's start standing today. The toes can point out slightly. I'd say probably a little wider than shoulder width apart. And let's start swinging those arms like empty coat sleeves. So the idea here is to shift the weight from side to side. And maybe as you go in one direction, you could lift the opposite heel. So you're getting a little bit of a balance challenge, getting used to that feel of lifting the heel as you swing the arms. And then you're going to start twisting and looking over the shoulder to the wall behind you. So it's a very sort of steady, precise movement. And you're looking over the shoulder. Nice squeeze to the spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to center, corkscrew back to center, nice and slow. Let's go ahead and take the feet directly under the hips. That's where the femur bone plugs into the pelvis. Hands could be on the hip crease or the waist, and let's circle some hips here. So you can imagine you're on the inside of that barrel, our old friend, the barrel. And you're going to try to hit each spot on that barrel. And as you move through that circle, just noticing any areas that feel tender or painful or sticky. And you could pause there, breathing into them, and then keep moving. Couple more in this direction. And here again, noticing how the feet and the legs accommodate that shift in the weight. Let's go the other direction. So it's inhaling forward, exhaling, squeezing navel to spine as you round into the back. Nice and gentle. Now, you might want to keep the torso fairly neutral here. If you want to get it more engaged, go for it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to center now. Rolling some shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Just getting some gentle movement going into the various areas of the body. A little gentle warm up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go the other direction. Back, forward, down. There we go. Nice and easy for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Shake it out. Let's shrug and drop. Shrug and drop for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Feet can go a little wider now, maybe hip distance apart. Let's keep the toes pointing forward for this one. But hands again could come to hip crease or the waist. Knees track over toes. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. So it doesn't have to be a huge move. You want to keep the heels grounded. Let's inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's stay down on 1. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's take the feet now under the hips one more time. Just a little narrower stance. Identify that fulcrum, that center fulcrum in the foot. It'll be in the arch somewhere. And just while we're here, we're grounding the 4 corners of each foot into the earth. Let's lift the toes, spread them wide, place them back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, place them back down. Big spread those toes wide, nice and easy for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to start rocking forward and back. See if you can keep the foot attached to the earth to start. And then once you get some momentum going, see if you can lift the front toes and then lift the back heels as you rock forward and back. You might want to be near your chair, your wall, or your piece of furniture for this, just to have a little security blanket nearby. Maybe you want to add the arms here, like a slow moving wave of motion here. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's take the arms back down, and we're still rolling forward and back on the heels and slowing that down nice and easy. Standing tall now, crown of head lined up with tailbone, feet come to stillness. Let's lift the right heel, circling the ankle joint here. Getting some blood flow into those extremities, those little toes, and we tend to forget about them, but let's send some love in their direction. Let's go the other way. Big, deep, full breaths. The LSD breath. Long, slow, and deep. Yep. And let's bring that to stillness very gradually. Place that heel down. Shift the weight to the right. And we're going to circle the left ankle joint. Oh, yeah. See if you can stand tall on that supporting leg. And here again, it's the ankle joint that initiates the movement. The knee and the thigh just go along for the ride. Let's go the other direction. Try not to race through it. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's bring that down to stillness. Shake out the legs and the feet if that feels right. Let's take some deep full breaths up. Inhale up, both arms up. Exhale, press it away. Inhale, both arms up. I'm modifying. Exhale, press it. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's take the arms up and keep them up this time. You're going to stretch side to side. So you're getting some nice space created here in the side body where the intercostal muscles attach to the side ribs. Oh. The idea is to keep the chest square to the front of your space. And we're breathing for 8, 7, 6. Really stretch the fingers to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's go ahead and float the arms down so they're parallel to the earth. I'm modifying because my one arm is hurting. So the palms face the earth, and you're just going to pulse. You're going to bounce that invisible tennis ball up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that to stillness. The palms face the wall behind you. Open the chest as you press the palms back away for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's take the arms down, triple slow time. Nice and easy. I'm going to do this in profile. So the feet are still directly under the hips. You're going to tilt the pelvis forward, bend the knees slightly. Let's do a series of standing cat-cow. So it's inhale, spread the sits bones, drop the belly. Inhale, exhale, round and squeeze, navel to spine like a Halloween cat. It could be just a gentle squeeze here. Inhale, drop the belly, spread sits bones. Exhale, arch and squeeze. Nice and gentle, slow. Inhale, arch and squeeze. Exhale. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and return to this semi-squat here. Arms are going to float up, back behind, up higher than the bum. You might want to use weights here, little pulses up towards the ceiling, and the arms don't drop lower than the bum. Breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's keep in this squat. Now the palms face each other. Little presses, like you're pumping the palms together, except they don't meet here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Coming upright, nice and slow. Just roll the shoulders a couple of times. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead and grab the chair. We'll do a few things in the chair today. It's always a good idea to sit a little farther forward onto the seat of the chair so that you're not collapsing into the back of the chair. Let's take the legs nice and wide here. Arms float up. Inhale. You're going to interlace the fingers behind the back of the skull. So imagine both my arms are doing that. And you're going to pin those bent elbows just like butterfly wings to the back wall. So inhale, right elbow crosses over to left knee. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale for the opposite way, left elbow to right knee. Inhale and exhale, lifting in the center. Inhale, exhale, lifting in the center. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center, sitting tall in the center. This time the legs might be slightly narrower. The arms stay the same. Inhale, this time lift the knee. Exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze the abs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Very nice. Coming back to center. Arms can float down. Shake out the arms. Shake out the legs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Roll the shoulders so the chest is nice and open. Nice big inhale. Let's tilt to the left. And let's just take this top arm over to the side wall. So the fingers are stretching to the side wall. The chest stays square to the front of your space or your screen. Let's move the wrist and the fingers with some water off of the fingers, the hands. Nice and easy. Circling the wrist. And you're breathing. Big full breath, staying calm and relaxed, rooting through those right sits bones. Yeah. Let's bring the wrist and the fingers to stillness. Let's inhale, bend top elbow. Exhale, press it away. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stay over to the side one more time. That top arm is going to move as a unit, little circles for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Opposite direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center. Floating that arm down, triple slow time, sinking through that invisible vat of honey. Shake it out, shake it out. Again, I'll be modifying. So this time, left arm comes up over the head. And you're going to start moving the wrist and the fingers. Nice and easy. It's all that arm is by the ear. It goes right over the head, just like we did on the other side. And you're breathing. And let's bring that to stillness. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, press it away. For 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm modifying. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to keep that arm over there, over the head, and it's a single fixed unit circling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Coming back to center. Loading that arm down through that vat of honey. Shaking anything out that feels appropriate to shake it out. Very nice. Let's take the legs super wide this time. Let's take right shoulder over to left knee, and we're going to look over the left shoulder to the wall behind. So I've got left forearm on left thigh, right hand pressing into right thigh pressing into right hand. Yeah. So you're twisting, you're in a seated twist here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, nice and slow, no rush to get there. This time we go over to the right. Right forearm on right thigh. Left hand pressing into left thigh pressing into left hand. You're looking over the right shoulder to the wall behind you. And you're breathing. Big full breaths for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center now. Slowly, we're going to move from side to side. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, center for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Coming back to center. Let's heel toe the feet together very nicely. Let's turn to the right in the chair. So you've got both feet planted into the earth, 4 corners of each foot planted into the earth. You're sitting tall. That back right hand is going to follow the horizon, follow the horizon, follow the horizon until you can't come any further. You're in your optimum twist here. The idea is to keep the pelvis, pointing to that wall in front of you as you twist from the waist. Nice and easy. Now we're going to slightly release the twist. So inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Back to center. Tiptoeing back through center. Nice and slow, no rush. And then now we're facing the left side. So again, the pelvis is going to stay pointing in this direction. That back left arm is going to follow the horizon, follow the horizon, follow the horizon, till you cannot twist any further or you'd be in trouble, right? We don't want that. So we're going to slightly release, and then we're going to squeeze and turn. Slightly release and squeeze and turn. Exhale. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center very slowly. And again, sitting tall towards the front of the seat of your chair. Let's just drop the chin to the center of the chest. Just noticing the weight, just getting some space there and between the vertebra of the spine. Let's roll right ear to right shoulder. Oh yeah. Come back to center. Roll left ear to left shoulder. And you're sweeping something off of your chest with your chin, or vice versa. Oh. And as you sweep this half circle side to side, just noticing range of motion on the left and the right. They're probably not the same, but maybe they are. Just paying attention and noticing if one side is more compromised than the other, but no judgment, just observing. Let's take the chin back to center of chest, float the chin parallel to the earth, just turn the face to the right, come back to center, turn the face to the left. Oh, side to side. LSD breaths, long, slow, and deep. Oh, couple more. And then back to center. Now we're just going to drop right ear to right shoulder. Coming back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Only head and neck moving. Everything else is still. Bobbing that head from side to side. Couple of breaths here for 4, 3, 2. Let's stay over on 1 to the right here. Now you're just going to make that letter U with the nose in the air. So you're just taking the chin forward, taking the chin back, taking the chin forward, taking it back, drawing the letter U in the air with your nose. Couple more times on this side. Woo. This should help if you slept on the neck the wrong way. Let's come back to neutral here on the right. Come back to center. Let's drop left ear to left shoulder. Just getting that feel there before we start moving at all, just noticing what that feels like. Now we start drawing the letter U in the air with the nose, forward and back, forward and back. Nice and easy. Finding your own rhythm, your own pace on this. Just try not to race through it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, back to neutral, rather, sorry, to the left. Now we can come back to center and just shake anything out that feels right, that might need shaking. I'm going to stay in the chair, but I'm grabbing blocks. So if you have blocks or water bottles or canned goods, here's where you grab them. Returning to the chair. I'm going to go ahead and take the legs wide one more time. Arms can come out to the side holding your blocks. Inhale. Exhale, let's go halfway down with a flat back, pausing halfway down. So the crown of the head is stretching to the wall in front. The hips are pulling to the wall behind. Imagine there's a strap around your hips pulling you back. The feet are grounded. And you're breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the blocks are going to come down directly underneath the shoulders here. And then you're going to walk the blocks forward as best you can until you come to a sticking point. When if you go any farther, you would topple off of your chair. We don't want that. Both arms are stretching forward. I'm modifying. So try not to let the head dangle here. Keep it lined up with the tailbone. Maybe little micro movements here might feel delicious, but maybe not. Oh, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then tiptoeing the blocks over to the right. Maybe that left hand wants to go farther than the right hand, you decide. And here again, it's a static press, or maybe little micro movements, little shifts from side to side might feel yummy. It's opening up the hips here. It's opening up the groins quite a bit. Oh, and stretching out that back. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to center now. Tiptoeing the hands over to the left. Maybe the right hand wants to go farther than the left on this side. Maybe it's a static press, but maybe it's micro movements. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's go back to center now. Nice and easy. Walking the blocks back. Let's take the blocks off to one side. You might want to keep a block or a weight in your hand for this one, or with no props, you can interlace the fingers, and we're just going to chop wood. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, nice and slow, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's come back up. Nice and easy. Legs come back together. Arms float down by the side of the body. Breathing. Shake everything out. Shake everything out. Yay. Mindfully standing up. Let's use the chair some more for a prop. I'm going to face the back of the chair so I have the chair backed for my balance indicator. So both sets of toes point forward. I won't mirror you for this. So the left foot is forward, the right foot is back. We're going to keep the torso upright as you lift that back right heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relift that back right heel. Both knees are going to bend, and the torso is going to stay upright like a piston. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay down. And now straighten both legs. You're going to want to tilt the pelvis forward. And maybe one arm can come forward. Maybe a second arm could come forward. Or arms could wrap around the back of the body, grabbing opposite elbows. You decide what works for you. We're strengthening the left front thigh, that quad. Breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's completely fold over the chair. Hands up, grab along the edge of the seat and lift that right leg, straight leg, parallel to the earth. Flex the foot. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point the toe. Float that foot down to meet the other foot. Micro bend the knees, left and right. Oh boy. And then using the back of the chair to come on up, triple slow time. Shake the legs out. This time the right foot will come forward. The left foot is back. And make sure the legs are wide enough apart so you feel stable. Imagine there's a big, one of those exercise balls between your thighs, invisible, and you're squeezing the thighs together, all right? So for this part, the torso stays upright, back left heel lifts up, inhale up, exhale, press it away for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relift the back left heel. Both knees are going to bend and straighten. The torso will stay upright. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We straighten the legs. And now you're going to tilt forward. Make sure that front right thigh is in a good place there. So you're tilting forward with the torso 20 to 30 degrees. Maybe one arm comes up, maybe a second arm, or maybe arms behind. We're strengthening the right front quad, the thigh. Breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come down, arms come forward to clasp the side of the chair, and you're going to lift that back left leg, flex the foot. Inhale, bend, exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Foot comes down to meet the other foot. Micro bend those knees. Relief, sighing, moaning, groaning, a good spot for it. Big full breaths. And then floating yourself upright, nice and easy. Still facing the back of the chair. The two heels come together and the toes point out. First position. Let's strengthen the ankles and the feet. The torso stays tall, lifting up, lifting. Inhale up. Exhale, press the heels back into the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay up on 1. Maybe one arm comes up. Find a drishti point that doesn't move. Second arm maybe comes up. Breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One arm comes down, second arm comes down, heels float down. Shake out those legs and those feet. Yay. And just right here, the feet directly under the hips. Let's do some bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. And we're going to do a little free form. This will be your meditation in motion. Just move that body any way that feels good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bouncing, 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 bouncing. And then bringing it slowly down to stillness. Nice and easy. Lovely. Let's move the chair off to one side. Maybe grab some water. And what we'll do is we'll take the blocks here near the narrow end of the mat. Oh. And have your props handy. So facing that narrow end of the mat, let's just do a couple of big swan dives forward. Inhale up, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's just stay in this forward fold. Now, maybe you want to widen the feet slightly for this part, grabbing opposite elbows. And we're just going to swing those arms. I'm grabbing opposite elbows side to side. You might want to imagine you have an elephant trunk here. You're swinging your trunk for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bringing that to stillness. Let's just shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Add some horse lips, Mr. Ed's lips. Micro bending the knees, left and right, stretching out the low back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Hands can come forward now into your best version of downward facing dog. I'm going to modify, so I'm staying in my forward fold. So if you're in traditional down dog, bicycle pedal your heels. Everybody can bicycle pedal heels, down dog or not. Wag your dog tail for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice, bringing that to stillness. And then floating those knees down nice and slow towards the mat. Big toes together, knees wide apart. Or thighs could be parallel also. Finding your way into child's pose. Pressing the hips back towards the heels. Oh. And if the forehead doesn't come to the mat, you could do stacked palms or stacked fists. Maybe a low block, the forehead on a low block would work. And just allowing this whole shape of the body to melt into the earth. Inflating the back body with breath now. Inhale, lower back, middle back, upper back. Noticing the pause at the top. Exhaling, upper back, middle back, lower back. Noticing the pause at the bottom. 3-part Durga breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then floating your way back, halfway up, only halfway. You're going to organize the feet. The left foot's on the bottom. The top of the right foot snuggles into the arch of the left foot, and then you're going to press it back again. The hips press back towards the heels. So you're kind of smushing your left foot, but you're pumping blood in there as well. Breathing. Couple of breaths here. Come forward slightly, reverse the position of the feet. The bottom foot is the right foot. The top of the left foot nestles into the arch of the right foot, and then you press back. Oh boy. Giving a squeeze to the right foot there. Maybe micro movements here, but maybe not. Just the static press must be plenty. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And then coming forward one more time. Unwinding the feet. Moving any props. And then let's come and take the hands to the upper corners of the narrow end of the mat. I'm adding blocks because of my injury. And you might want to do this. You might want to pad the knees here as best you can. Maybe with a blanket, whatever's available, towel. So you're going to come forward into a modified plank. So you're breathing here. Arms are straight as they can be for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back, triple slow time. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Let's come ahead to sitting. Oh, nice and gentle. Reorganizing prop. And if you'd like to sit on something to help lift the hips, a folded blanket or towel could do the job. Getting your strap available also, if you're using a strap. So either sitting on something and or pulling the flesh away from the sits bones. And let's go ahead and flex the feet. The hands can come behind, fingers point to the wall behind. Let's just go ahead and flex the feet and point the feet as you spread the toes wide, flexing and pointing. Breathing, sitting tall for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's circle the ankles now. Like your feet are little stirrers that are stirring something up. Cake batter, perhaps. And let's reverse the circling of the ankles. Or dredging through that Halloween candy, right? For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's bring the feet to stillness. They're still flexed. Let's go ahead and loop the strap around the balls of both feet. The feet are just hip distance apart, so they're fairly narrow. And you got the 2 ends of the straps in your hand. So you're going to tilt forward with a flat back. Maybe you want to keep shortening the strap as you go farther forward, but you're not going to let the head dangle. The back is flat. You're leading with the chest, with the sternum. Feet are flexed. Hamstrings may be singing the national anthem at this point. And maybe there's little rocks from side to side. You never know. It might feel yummy, but you decide what feels good in your body. Breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center. I'm going to loose the strap. You can keep it there if you'd like. And we're just going to float the arms up. Inhale, and then exhale, cascading over those legs. Inhale as you bring the arms back up. Both arms go high. Exhale, cascading over the legs. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. On this one, we're going to stay over into your best forward fold here. Feet are still flexed. Right ankle grabs the outside of the left. Right hand grabs the outside of the left ankle. Right hand around outside of left ankle. That left hand goes back around behind you. Maybe it goes to the sacrum. Maybe it goes to the opposite hip crease. You're looking over your left shoulder. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwinding, staying in the forward fold. Left hand grabs outside of right ankle. Left hand grabs outside of right ankle. The right hand grabs around either to the sacrum or opposite hip crease. You're looking over the right shoulder to the wall behind. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwinding here, triple slow time, and let's float it up nice and easy. Shake out the legs, windshield wiper the legs. Let's take the soles of the feet together. And then they're going to come as close to the torso as is available. You're not going to force it or jam it. You're going to sit tall. And maybe you want to rock from side to side. I like tucking the elbow into the soft portion of the thigh, not the knee joint. Avoid the knee joint, please. And you're just rocking from side to side. Oof. Opening up the hips, the groins, the psoas, the hip flexors, all getting some attention for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center. Reclose the legs. And let's just come to face that narrow end of the mat. Feet are hip distance apart. The knees are bent. And we'll just do some inhaling forward, exhaling. Let's squeeze it back. This is still another version of cat-cow, the opposite position. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then exhale. We're going to stay back here now. Grabbing behind the backs of the thighs, not the knee joint. Drop shoulders away. Tuck the chin. One lower leg parallel to the earth. Opposite arm goes out. Breathing. One more breath. Squeeze abdominals. Foot comes down, arm comes down. Other lower leg, other arm comes forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can do opposite arms and legs just like we did, or maybe 2 lower legs come up. Maybe one arm, maybe second arm, breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze for 4, 3, ow, 2, ow, and 1. Float the feet down. Come forward one more time. Inhale, and then roll the spine down like a string of pearls all the way down onto the earth. And you're going to draw the knees into the chest. And massage the low back. So you can either circle on that sacrum or side to side, might feel delicious as well. You decide what works for your body this morning. And the back of the neck is long on the mat. And if you're circling, be sure you circle in both directions. And then let's bring that to stillness. Let's splay the knees out to the side. We're going to take the hands in prayer in front of the heart, and you're going to tuck the elbows into the soft part of your thighs, each thigh. Left elbow tucking into left thigh, right elbow tucking into right thigh. So the idea here is an isometric move here. So with your elbows, you're pushing the thighs away. With the thighs, you're pushing the elbows in. pushing and resisting. So this is an isometric press. It's a nice big inhale. Squeeze the thighs together, press the elbows away, and keep that isometric tension for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the tension. Legs come back together. Hands can come on top of the shins now. So now the lower legs are going to be parallel to the earth. The thighs are perpendicular to the hips. The feet are flexed. So you're making a nice, maybe with this part of your body, the letter L. This one is the same idea. It's an isometric press. You're pressing down with your hands on the shins. The shins press into the hands, like you're pushing it up towards the ceiling. So pressing down with the hands, pressing up with the shins for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the tension, let everything go. The feet can come back down to earth. The arms could be in T position here on the earth. The feet are mat distance apart. The knees are bent, and we're going to windshield wiper those bent knees side to side. Oh, this should feel good on that low back and on the whole back body, actually. And you're breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. When the knees go over to the right, leave them there. Cross the right ankle outside of the left thigh. That right foot is flexed. And that right leg is gently pressing the left bent knee closer to the earth, but you're not forcing or jamming anything. And you're breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwind the legs. Feet are mat width apart. Recalibrate by windshield wipering. The knees side to side. And the next time the knees drop over to the left, leave them there. Left ankle crosses outside of that right thigh. The top left foot is flexed. You're gently pressing the right bent knee closer to the earth. And you're breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwind the legs. Feet are again mat width apart. Just windshield wiper to recalibrate. Nice and easy. Breathing. Let's go ahead and bring that to stillness. The feet now are again hip distance apart. You're going to grab your strap. Knees stay bent. And you're going to loop the strap around the ball of the left foot. I'm not mirroring you for this. So drawing that left straight leg close to your face, to your chest, without forcing. We're just trying to get the optimum stretch here for those hamstrings. And you're breathing, keeping calm and relaxed. The left foot is flexed. Let's circle the left foot. You're cleaning our spot on the ceiling again. Endless maintenance. And then we're going to go ahead and circle the other way. And then bringing that to stillness, you're going to take both ends of the strap in the left hand. The right hand is going to anchor the right hip bone. Nice big inhale. Left straight leg drops to the left. The minute the right hip wants to lift off the earth, you stop with the left leg. Flex and point that foot. Circle the ankle. Try not to splay that right thigh away. Just make it straight and true like a railroad track. Let's bring every movement of the foot to stillness now. Big inhale. Exhale back to center. Inhale, drop over to the right. That leg does not have to go all the way to the earth. The minute you feel the stretch in that outer left hip, you've done the job. So maybe you want to drop this left leg onto some blocks or a blanket on top of some blocks, or not, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center now. That left leg is straight up to the sky. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And let's unstrap that foot. Left ankle crosses over top of right thigh. Left ankle crosses over top of right thigh. The left hand goes through the space between the two legs. You've interlaced the fingers behind the back of the right thigh. Left elbow presses into left thigh. It's a steady pressure that you're drawing those thighs in towards the chest. Both feet are flexed. Both feet are externally rotated. Oh no, you can feel it in your outer left hip. Yes. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and straighten the leg and just keep this whole package of legs as you circle the whole package of legs. Just a few times in one direction, a few times in the opposite direction. Breathing nice and easy. Let's bring that to stillness. Rebend the right knee. The right foot comes back to earth. Unwind the legs. Feet are mat width apart. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Just to recalibrate. Bring that to stillness now. The strap loops around the ball of the right foot. Breathing. The left thigh stays straight and true as you draw that right straight leg in towards the chest, toward the face. That right foot is flexed. And we'll again clean a spot on the ceiling with the sole of the right foot. Oh, yeah. Pumping synovial fluid now into the right hip. Let's reverse the circling. And bringing that gradually to stillness. Both ends of the strap are in the right hand. The left hand is on that left hip bone. Inhale. Exhale, drop right straight leg to the right. The minute the left hip wants to lift up, you stop with the right leg. Flex and point that right foot and ankle. And then bringing that to stillness, coming back to center. Strap changes to other hand, drop that right leg off to the left. It doesn't have to go all the way to the earth. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center. Let's inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rebend the knee, remove the strap. Right ankle crosses over top of left thigh. The right hand goes through the space between the two legs. You're going to interlace the fingers behind the back of the left thigh. You're drawing the thighs in towards the chest with a steady pressure. The 2 feet are flexed. The 2 feet are externally rotated. You should feel it in that right hip by now. Staying calm and relaxed for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwind the legs. And let's just take them up to the sky and shake arms and legs out. Just get some shaking going there. Big full breaths. Let it all go. Let all that tension go. And then finding your way with the legs straight onto the earth, arms and legs at 30 to 45 degrees. Arriving now in Shavasana, resting pose, corpse pose. Maybe tucking a rolled towel or blanket under the knees. Flat on the back doesn't work. Keep the knees feet mat width apart and knock the knees together like a tent. That's the second option. Third option would be on your side, resting your head on the upper arm, stacking legs and hips. Or maybe it's legs up the wall, option 4. Or option 5, you could be sitting in a chair, feet flat, Hands on the thighs. And then once you've organized the arms and the legs, go ahead and allow the eyes to drop closed. And begin to soften the feet, the ankles, the lower legs, the knees, the thighs. That softness moves into the hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, then the belly, the waist, and the torso, relaxing the ribs, the heart, the lungs, kidneys, spleen, pancreas, all the vital organs deeply relaxed. It moves up the chest and into the shoulders and rolls down both arms, all the way to the fingertips. It moves into the throat and the neck now. And then it envelops the head all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases. The face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light envelops the entire body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And here's a quote from Pema Chodron from her book, Living Beautifully with Uncertainty and Change. You build inner strength through embracing the totality of your experience, both the delightful parts and the difficult parts. Embracing the totality of your experience is one definition of having loving kindness for yourself. Loving kindness for yourself doesn't mean making sure you're feeling good all the time, trying to set up your life so that you're comfortable every moment. Rather, it means setting up your life so that you have time for meditation and self-reflection, for kind-hearted, compassionate self-honesty. In this way, you become more attuned to seeing when you're biting the hook, when you're getting caught in the undertow of emotions, when you're grasping, and when you're letting go. This is the way you become a true friend to yourself just as you are, with both your laziness and your bravery. There is no step more important than this. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to do that. Don't move. But if you're ready to meet the day, bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. And then drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug. And then rolling onto your favorite side and pausing there for just a few breaths in embryo posture. And on the next inhale, keeping the eyes closed, press yourself up into a comfortable seated posture, rooting the sits bones down into the earth, drawing the crown of the head up into the sky, scanning the body for the effects of the practice, and thanking the body for all it does all day, every day, and bringing to mind one thing for which you are grateful. And on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, Samastiti. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May you know peace. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan. So I'm here to filter questions if there are any. A lot of you may still be in Shavasana, which is wonderful. If there's any comments, questions, concerns.
Thank you, Judith.
Thank
It
you,
really
Judith.
feels
It
great.
really feels great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, we all need to keep this stuff moving. Don't we just? All right. Well, it looks like everybody's in a good place.
Yep.
So have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you next time. Stay safe,
Sounds
stay
good.
happy, stay healthy.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Have a great day. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time.